Hello and welcome to Galatta Plus. In this episode, we are going to be talking about Victim, which is now on Sony Live. It is an anthology of 4 shorts directed by Paranjith, Rajesh, Chimbu Deven and Venkat Prabhu. Someone needs to analyze why we just can't seem to get anthologies right, but let me offer you a theory based on the directors of Victim. There are 4 shorts and I told you they've been made in order by Paranjith, Rajesh, Chimbu Deven and Venkat Prabhu. What an odd mix. Even if their tonalities are different, even if their concerns are different, shouldn't they at least possess the same level of directorial skill? Only Ranjith and Venkat Prabhu's shorts show that they have been made by a director and can be called cinema. The other two play like skits. Rajesh's terribly written Mirage has priyabhavanisankar and Natarajan Subramanian in a haunted house. The attempt is to make a psycho-horror story, but there is no horror and very little story. What it has is a big fat message at the end, which frankly seems insulting because it implies that people with medical conditions are victims. Best part of Chimbu Deven's short is the title Kottapakku Vettalayum Vattamadi Sitharum. Alas, the film doesn't live up to the eccentricity of that title. Thambi Ramaya plays a journalist looking for a story and he finds a holy man, a Siddhar, played by Nasir. They speak about how the pandemic reduced pollution levels. They speak about how newer generations are not as fluent in Tamil. Not one bit is interesting, and the twists at the end are so contrived that they are painful to watch. The final short, named Confession, is a Venkat Prabhu call. It's a not bad genre piece involving adultery and a hitman. Amalapaul and Prasanna play the main characters. We get some oddly intimate moments like a woman urinating that add little to the proceedings, but at least we get a character to care about. As Amalapaul unravels, we get a glimpse of the insecurities that we hide behind our calm and composed and confident outer selves. She is good. Venkat Prabhu's tight and atmospheric direction is good. Premji Amaran's score is good. It's all a bit derivative of Hollywood, but it's nice to see a husband and it's nice to see a wife being intimate on the phone. It's nice to see an assassin wrestle with a bit of morality and perhaps even being amused. And what amuses him? The power he wields over his victim. Now on to the very first shot directed by Paranjith. Only this film really plays with the theme of victimhood, and it's in a story with gurusomasundram and Kalayarasan. Who is the victim in the story of a farmer whose daughter we see in a school uniform? Those who have been traditionally oppressed, or those who refuse to change and adapt? The educated girl, who could well represent a new generation, is free-spirited. She is bold in a way her father is not. Adangu, he keeps telling her. Behave yourself. Bow down to the world around you. Be invisible so that you are not noticed and you will be left in peace. But instead of bowing down, this girl climbs on top of a statue of the Buddha and stretches out her hands as though ready to take flight into a brave new world. The short is titled Dhammam instead of Dharmam. That's the Buddhist way, and it's in the Pali language, as in Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. It means taking refuge in the Dharma as taught by the Buddha, and the film is clearly about following that dharmic path, whether it is the final image or the decision midway through the story to help someone who has hurt you instead of leaving him and running away. Ranjith has become a calmer filmmaker. He spends a lot of time at first with the farmer and the daughter establishing their world. Even the water source and the fish she tries to catch may be symbols from Buddhism, embodying an ideal world that will soon be shattered. And all because the girl refuses to yield to the orders of a man from a dominant caste because she doesn't know or care about the meaning of Adangu. What follows after that idyllic father-daughter start is a superbly shot, superbly choreographed stretch of violence that asks a basic question. Would you rather save the life of one of your own or leave him to die as you chase the enemy? It is a very simple story, almost like a Jataka tale, and it carries a very simple message that just isn't shoved in right at the end but is present throughout. Gurusomasundram gives a panicked physical performance like he has never done earlier, and there are God's eye shots throughout as though someone is watching over us all the time and will ensure that Dhammam will prevail. By the end, the girl's school uniform may have gotten dirty with all the fighting and with all the mud that's resulted from it, but her soul remains pure. So that's it for Victim. If you like this review, do subscribe to Galatta Plus, and I'll see you soon at the movies.